It's Mindfulness Monday. Let's talk about self-esteem.
Welcome to the podcast where mental health is at the core of what we focus on. We strive to develop people like you to maximize who you are and what you've been called to do by sharing tools and resources for better brain health. And now here's your host, Juan Garcia.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's Mindfulness Monday. Today, I want to focus on self-esteem. This is such an important topic to talk about, and obviously I don't have the time to really dig into the causes, the purpose behind it, how do we discover it, how do we improve it. All of those things we actually have to do more on a one-on-one, personal, clinical level. But I can give you some information that I know will help you at least have healthy self-esteem. And obviously for that, we would have to first define what is self-esteem. Self-esteem can be defined as the individual's assessment or subjective evaluation of their own worth. And so subjective, actually, what it means is what you see or how you view yourself or how I view myself. And because it's subjective, it's really how we actually feel. And so it doesn't mean that it's accurate. It doesn't mean that it's factual. It just means that it's directly related to how I view myself or how you view yourself. And whatever influence you have affects how you view yourself, right? And so sometimes what influences us is our past experience, family dynamics, family subsystems, circumstances, situations, things that we get exposed to. That's what we have as a reference as to how we can subjectively view ourselves, view our worth. And so because of that, it varies between person to person. And a lot of times I talk to great people that are awesome, people that are really doing great work in this world, and yet deep down inside, their self-worth or the way they view themselves is very, very low, is very, very unhealthy. And so I wanted to do this episode because I wanted to empower all of those amazing people that I know are out there kicking butt every day, doing their jobs and doing it well, living their dreams and living their purpose out in spite of situations or circumstances that they've had to face that have been very, very difficult. So let me preface the rest of the episode by saying this. Low self-esteem can lead to depression. It can lead to failure of fulfilling your potential. Also, low self-esteem creates a tolerance of abusive behavior or abusive relationships or situations. So low self-esteem is very unhealthy because of at least those three things. But then too much love, too much self-esteem is unhealthy as well because it can lead to a sense of entitlement where you expect things to be given to you or handed to you because you think you're all that in a bag of chips. And also too much love of self creates an ability to learn or an inability to learn from our failures. So we deal with life, we fall flat on our faces, different scenarios as part of life, but then we don't actually learn so that the next opportunity that comes, we don't repeat the same thing. So too much love or self-love is also unhealthy. So how do we know that we have just the right amount of healthy self-esteem dose? Well, here are some things that I want to share with you, right? So number one, you know that you have a healthy dose of self-esteem when you know the difference between confidence and arrogance. Another way that we know if we have the right amount or the right dose of healthy self-esteem is that we're not afraid of feedback. We don't shy away from people giving us feedback for work, for the way we handle ourselves in relationships, etc. So we're open to dialogue. We're open to criticism. Also, another way to know that we have a healthy dose of self-esteem is that we do not people please or seek approval. We need to know these things because that's what's going to give us a red flag or like, okay, something here is not adding up right. Okay, another way that we know that we have a healthy dose of healthy self-esteem is that we set boundaries, that we know when it's playtime and when it's work time. We know when it's professionalism time and we know when it's personal, laid back, it's okay time. All right. We also are able to voice our needs and opinions because we're not manipulated or we're not feeling some type of way if we say, I have this need, or I really don't appreciate that, and feel like we can't have that conversation. Someone with healthy self-esteem is able to have those conversations in a respectful way. Another way that we know that we have good, healthy self-esteem is that we are not a slave to perfection. And finally, when we know that we have a healthy dose of self-esteem is when we don't feel inferior. Whatever context we're in, we don't feel inferior, and we accept who we are. You are a piece of the greater puzzle that's called the world, life, and if you're not healthy, then the gift that you are responsible to give to this world is not going to be full, it's not going to be healthy, and then you do us a disservice by not giving us that gift that God gave only to you to provide to this world. So, make those adjustments if necessary. If you want to dig deeper, give me a holler. Let me know how we can meet and we can discuss a plan. I am so willing to help and walk alongside of you on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. This is the first time joining us. Like our this video. Look at other videos, share the videos, let people know what we're talking about. It's all about mental health and peak performance. And I will see you next time.
Thank you for tuning into our podcast. For more information, visit our website at juangarciaenterprises.com. Our host, Juan Garcia, is available for speaking, coaching, and one-on-one counseling. You can email us at info@juangarciaenterprises.com. Until next time, remember, we only have one mind, so mind yours.